Hollywood is a world of glitz, glamour, and carefully curated images. Few couples embodied this more than George Clooney and Amal Alamuddin. Their love story was the stuff of modern fairy tales. A dashing Hollywood star and a brilliant human rights lawyer, their union seemed perfect. But beneath the surface of red carpet smiles and luxurious vacations, there was a more complex reality. Brad Pitt, a close friend of Clooney's, has recently shed light on the cracks in this seemingly idyllic marriage, revealing a story of competing ambitions, growing tensions, and the pressures of fame. George Clooney and Amal Alamuddin's relationship captivated the world from the moment they stepped out together in 2013. Clooney, Hollywood's most eligible bachelor, had finally met his match in Amal, a stunning and accomplished human rights lawyer. Their wedding in September 2014 was a lavish affair in Venice, attended by A-list celebrities and dripping with elegance. Amal wore an Oscar de la Renta gown, and George, ever the charmer, beamed beside her. It was a union of Hollywood glamour and global intellect, a power couple for the ages. Their public appearances were flawless. Whether walking the red carpet at the Met Gala or advocating for human rights at international conferences, they exuded grace and sophistication. George often joked that he had married up, while Amal spoke of their partnership with quiet pride. Together, they founded the Clooney Foundation for Justice, using their influence to support causes like racial justice and refugee rights. They were the epitome of a modern, purpose-driven couple. But behind the scenes, the pressures of their high-profile lives were taking a toll. The birth of their twins, Ella and Alexander, in 2017 brought joy but also new challenges. George, then 56, openly admitted that fatherhood was overwhelming. Balancing their demanding careers with parenting was no easy feat. Amal was immersed in high-stakes legal cases, while George's Hollywood commitments kept him on the road. Their once synchronized schedules began to clash, and the distance between them grew. Brad Pitt, a longtime friend of Clooney's, noticed the strain. He revealed that the couple's once effortless connection had become more formal. The playful banter and easy affection that defined their early years were replaced by a sense of obligation. Pitt, who had experienced his own highly publicized divorce, understood the toll that fame and constant scrutiny could take on a relationship. He noted that the pressure to maintain a perfect image in the public eye only added to their struggles. One of the key issues, according to Pitt, was their competing ambitions. George's world revolved around Hollywood, film sets, award shows, and the relentless demands of stardom. Amal, on the other hand, was deeply committed to her legal career, often traveling for high-profile cases. Their lives were a whirlwind of private jets, multi-million-dollar mansions, and constant movement. While they tried to maintain a balance, the strain of their separate orbits began to show. Pitt also hinted at a deeper issue, the challenge of maintaining authenticity in a world obsessed with image. George and Amal were constantly under the microscope, their every move scrutinized by the media. The pressure to appear perfect, both as a couple and as individuals, was immense. This relentless scrutiny amplified even the smallest disagreements, turning minor issues into major conflicts. Despite their best efforts, the cracks in their marriage became too wide to ignore. Rumors of their split began to circulate, fueled by their increasingly separate public appearances. George, ever the gentleman, remained silent, refusing to engage with the tabloid speculation. In a rare interview, he spoke highly of Amal and their commitment to co-parenting their children, but behind closed doors, the reality was far more complicated. Brad Pitt's revelations suggest that the couple's divorce was not just about scheduling conflicts or differing priorities. There was something deeper at play, a growing disconnect that neither could bridge. Pitt hinted that George's attention had been captured by something or someone outside the marriage, though he stopped short of providing details. This cryptic comment has sparked widespread speculation, with many wondering if there was more to the story than meets the eye. Amid the rumors, another name has surfaced: Julia Roberts. Clooney and Roberts have been close friends for over 2 decades, their bond forged on the set of Ocean's 11. Their chemistry, both on and off-screen, has been the subject of much speculation. While both have always maintained that their relationship is purely platonic, Pitt's comments have reignited rumors of a deeper connection. Roberts, who has been married to cinematographer Daniel Motter since 2002, has always been a supportive friend to Clooney. But as his marriage to Amal began to falter, some noticed a shift in their dynamic. Pitt suggested that Clooney's friendship with Roberts may have played a role in the breakdown of his marriage, though he did not elaborate. Whether this is true or simply the product of Hollywood gossip remains unclear. George and Amal's divorce, while amicable, marked the end of a fairy tale. Both have remained committed to co-parenting their children and continuing their philanthropic work. George has returned to his roots, focusing on his film career and spending time with close friends like Brad Pitt and Julia Roberts. Amal, meanwhile, has thrown herself into her legal work, advocating for human rights on the global stage. Brad Pitt's revelations have shed light on the challenges of maintaining a relationship in the spotlight. Even the most glamorous couples are not immune to the pressures of fame, competing ambitions, and the relentless scrutiny of the public eye. George and Amal's story is a reminder that behind every perfect image lies a more complex reality. Despite the end of their marriage, George Clooney and Amal Alamuddin's legacy remains one of grace and resilience. They have shown that even in the face of adversity, it is possible to part ways with dignity and mutual respect. Their commitment to their children and their shared humanitarian work continues to inspire. As for Brad Pitt's bombshell revelations, they serve as a stark reminder that even the most seemingly perfect relationships have their struggles. In the end, George and Amal's story is not just about the end of a marriage, but about the strength it takes to navigate life's challenges with grace and integrity.